Sub Solutionaries, got a special live today. This is my brother Quinn. Quinn and I have known each other for more than half of our lives at this point. Obviously, you guys know the work that we do with Black Guns Matter. You guys know the advocacy work as it relates to, obviously, firearms. But sidebar, guys, make sure you go over to Next Level Training, get a CERT pistol. You need to start training with CERT pistols. Anyway, you guys, I don't know who that is. That's your phone or me? Oh, that's you. You guys know the work that we do as it relates to advocacy and training. But another component that's not talked about as much, having trouble streaming to your destination. It look good on your end?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Everybody that you guys that's coming in, if you're giving comment something, just make sure everything's cool. It's kind of like administrative tonight. This won't be a super long live. This is a very interesting case or lack of case. Again, this is a friend of mine. And, this situation is kind of weird. And so I wanted to just jump out there because I know of some of the severity of where this could go financially, politically, culturally, and all that other good stuff. So, again, guys, if you're coming in, make some comments, jump around, give some super chats if you got deeper comments. All of the stuff that we're doing tonight is going to obviously go towards the work. But I think it's a very, very important conversation that needs to be had. And I just want to tap everybody into it. What's up, my brother? How are you? What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, bro? I'm fine. Blessed.
As best as can be, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. As much as can be.
All right. So I wanna let some folks know, because obviously some of the people have read the title. Okay. Philly protects criminals while punishing heroes. Okay. And in this situation, we kind of got to go into a little bit of backstory. So for some of the people that may not know what's going on, Isaac Pitt says everything looks good. I appreciate that, Isaac. Tell folks who you are and how did you find yourself, kind of like one of those early 2000s movies. Record scratch. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Like, let folks know what happened and the gist of what's happening in the story and how you came to be.
Well, all right. My name's Quinn. Single father, 3 kids that live with me. Had custody for a while. I've been doing nursing from like most of my life since 2005. You can say I've been in the nursing field. I love nursing. Last year, I would say around June 13th of 2023, I found myself outside with a couple of friends, just having a conversation, talking about just regular things and whatnot. And then abruptly, a car just comes up my neighborhood block. So we all just look. This is Philadelphia, and I know in Philadelphia now it's very high with crime and stuff. And my neighborhood has its parts of it as well.
Hey, everybody! Quinn from North. So let's clear. We're talking about North Philadelphia.
Yes, definitely. Okay. And unfortunately, it has its shared parts of crime as well. But yeah, as we were talking, a car abruptly just came up the block, and of course, we all, my 2 friends, a lady and a male, we just looked at the car and see like what the heck's going on. And then in a quick gesture, the minute somebody jumped out and pulled the gun out, of course, I just jumped up and screamed, "Oh, S!" and began running, and the next thing you know, I was being fired upon.
Okay, so let's go back.
Okay.
Is this a random Gun Owners Magazine for the $5 super chat? Appreciate the work, Mod. Hit the like button, the super chat family. Let's see if we can get 10 folks. There's 80 folks in here on this YouTube stream. I'm not sure how many people are in here from X right now, but everybody, let's see if we can get 10 folks to match that. So let me ask this. Now, again, if there's anything that you cannot answer here or you just don't want to, please feel free. Hey, Maj, I got to talk about that at a different time, right?
Okay.
Is this a random person? Is this somebody that's just like, I just want to come shoot at Quinn because he out here with some lady that I might like or whatever?
No. It's not a random person as recognized the person as they get out the car. And it was A brother of a girlfriend of mine.
Okay.
Or ex-friend.
Hey, are you on Wi-Fi, bro?
Yeah.
All right, cool. No, it's cool. I want to make sure it might have been on my end, but guys, make sure comment in the section. Comment, guys. If anything chops up a little bit, just let me know so I haven't repeat anything if need be. All right. So from what you're saying is there was somebody, the brother and sister. Oh, excuse me, the brother of somebody that you know, a female.
Yes.
Okay. What was his reason for? Do you know his reason for saying I'm about to run down?
Yeah, I don't know at this time. I have no clue of why, of what not. But I did see, the gun, and shucks, when you see a gun, you just run, And in Philadelphia, the numbers is high, and I don't want to be part of one of those numbers. Statistics.
Right, 100%. All right, so they start the shooting. Did you get it fired?
Now, can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
Did you get a chance to return fire?
Eventually, I did. After I ran, which is rather peculiar. I don't even carry my firearm. I'm legal to carry in Philadelphia. I don't even carry my firearm in basketball shorts. I just had it in my basketball shorts that day. So, when I ran, I was trying to pull it out, but I couldn't because it got stuck in the basketball hole. If you're familiar with basketball shorts, some have holes. And the hammer, I guess, of the gun was caught in the hole of my husband. So I'm ducking behind cars as the man's firing upon me. And then once I got eventually, the gun out, I did return fire.
Now, I want everybody to understand this. What he's talking about is he struggled with clearing the garment. Okay? This is why we have the classes, guys. Now, this is one of my oldest living friends in the world. Mm-hmm. My brother carries a firearm, and I'm about to get on him a little bit.
Right.
Has yet came and take a basic firearms class with me.
Right.
But we from Philly, got the license to carry, got the gun on you. You were able to create distance, which is a part of what we talk about in the class. You were able to create distance, get low, get to some sort of cover and or concealment, and return fire. What hit?
I'm sorry, it froze for a minute. You said, what was the last part?
I said, was anybody hit?
No, not that I know of. Few cars, people, property and homes were I believe damaged.
So we get to that point. People exchange. What happens? Does he dip out? Does he stay there for a while? What happens with the vehicle?
So eventually, he gets back into his car and pulls off in the block and disperse from the scene. Okay. I don't live far, so I returned to my home. I was alerted that police were called, so I took my clip out of my gun and laid it on my porch and placed everything out, and waited for the police to come. And they did come and started investigating the scene.
What happened? Did they take you into custody?
Yes, they told me I needed to give a report of what happened and break down everything what happened. And they told me they will be arresting the man. Of course, some people, this is neighborhoods that grew up on. So other individuals gave license plates and video camera videos of the shooting. So everything seemed to be in place. They said they was going to catch the man. They knew exactly what it was, and they was going to catch the man. Now,
let me ask you this, bro. I know this answer, but I'm going to ask it for the people that'll watch this later and things of that nature.
Okay.
As you stated, you're in the nursing field, and I've known you for years being in the nursing field.
Correct.
Are you involved in any street activity?
No, definitely not. I don't. Even my firearm was. Let me explain. My firearm. I'm not even a fan of guns, but I want to defend myself. The guys call themselves I had a little pump gun. It was like I guess a mid-size 9. I'm not real I don't like what's the sounds of guns. I'm not really a gun person, but yet I want to have one just for safety. And it was, I guess they called the mid-size Glock, a 9 or something like that. So that's what it was like, small, and it had a color on it. I'm in the anime, so it had blue color, and so I'm in the color. So it wasn't like with a typical man's gun. They're like, "Here, you got a gun," and like I pull mine out. You're probably like, "Wait, what is that thing?" I'm like, "No, it's not for." And I'm not into putting. I'm about life. I do nursing, so I don't want to put somebody down, and intentionally, I want to at least stop someone if I have to. And like that's not in the thinking life. I'm about keeping life. You know, that's what nursing about, saving someone's life. You know,
right. So you get to this. You ain't in the street. You about saving life. This dude runs up. He got it. He apparently got an issue with maybe the girl that is his sister, whatever it is. Boom, he returned fire. We got all types of video, people from the community, a community that you grow up in. Right. They say, yo, it was this person, was their address, we got the camera, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now let's fast forward.
Okay.
We fast forward to, hey, man, you got to go to court. Because they tell you, we're going to arrest this dude. We got his name. We know who he is. We got footage. That's him. Now we at court. What happens at that moment?
Okay, so this which throws me off. So I goes to court. I gets there early in the morning. I gets there and the DA, I guess this is DA lawyers. I'm sorry if I don't know the right pronunciation.
I get you the ADA, Assistant District Attorney.
Okay, yes. They ask me the name and I tell them my name and they say, "Oh, okay, you're the victim." I'm like, "Yes, okay." She says, "Oh, hold on, give me a minute, okay?" Or I said, "Sure, fine, you know." So I sits in court. She comes back and says, I think something else is going on with your case. So you have a lawyer and stuff. I said, "Well, I actually do." So she said, "You need to contact my lawyer." So I go contact my lawyer. My lawyer say a few words to me. He's like, blah, blah. He told me a few things that I can't divulge right now. But he says, "Well, listen to her and follow everything, and we'll take things from there." I said, "Fine, okay, bet." So I go back, and she tells me, she says, "Well, since this case might be involved with something else, we're going to have to reschedule it, and I'll let your lawyer know, and you'll just come back on that day." I said, "Okay, mind you, I don't know anything about court system. Right. My lawyer told me to listen to her. I'm listening to her, so that's what I do. I leave the courtroom, and she told me she's going to contact my lawyer for the next court date. Fine." Right. So, do you want to continue on? What happened?
You like, all right, I'm out. I got a new court date.
Yes.
You show back up. You show back up at the next court date.
Now,
so wait. So this is the not the pretrial. This is the arraignment to see if you got a lawyer and it's your very first time.
This is my first time. Yes, I believe I might have. Yeah, this is the first time he's showing up for this court date. Don't quote me on what's if the
name of each one, right?
Yeah. I just know I needed to show up. I guess whatever.
All right. So you show up. They tell you come back.
Yes.
How long? How? What's the distance in between the time? A month, 2 months?
Maybe two and a half months. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2.5 to 3 months.
All right. You show back up when they tell you to. You show up for court. You're ready to go through this process. What do they tell you?
I come into court. I walks up to the ADA. And he asked me what's my name. I tell him, and he says, "Well, the case has been dismissed." I said, "What? Case is dismissed?" Well, I'm flabbergasted. I'm baffled. I'm like, this is, what do you mean dismissed? So now he's like, it's a male, a Caucasian male. He says, the judge said, if you want to refile, just go ahead and I say, yes, definitely. I don't even know why it's being dismissed. Right. You know, he writes down on his board, like, all right, I'm going to make sure we get this refiled. I'm like, I don't even see why it's to be dismissed anyway. If I'm confused, we have video, we have a witness. I was there at the last case. So how can it be dismissed if I was there in court the first time? They show you they have was it a ready witness or is that the correct word for that? Like you have a witness in video.
All right. So wait. So this is how it would normally go, right? When it's not, there's definitely something afoot here. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. And you know, again, for those of y'all that's tapping in, Gwen is one of my oldest friends, and we joke about stuff. We from Philly. We joke about stuff, and I'm laughing slightly because I know that there's something afoot, but this is a serious issue. How that normally would go is you would go there for your arraignment. Basically, you show up. They tell you be there at 9 o'clock or whatever time. Then
Right.
after that, they say, yo, you have to come back. You got a lawyer, right? Yeah, I got a lawyer. I check in, boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom. Now that we know you got a lawyer, if you can't, we'll provide you one. Boom, come back at this date for pretrial, right? When that doesn't happen, right, then it's supposed to go 2 or 3 times. You as the witness, if you don't show up, it has to go, you have to not show up 3 times, and they separate it. It could be 2 months, it could be 6 months, it could be whatever.
Okay.
And if you, as the victim, didn't show up, the 3rd time it will be what's called a must be trial, meaning this got to be done or whatever. But because you are the actual victim, for whatever reason, you're telling us that they just on the first time pushed it back and then said, when you came back, oh no, the case has been dismissed. The district attorney's not picking this case up. Did they tell you why?
No, they did not. He did not tell me why. I just said that he asked me, "Do you want to refile?" And I said, "Yes." I'm like, I mean, I'm totally baffled. Like, it's the community gave a video of a shooting. This is Philadelphia. This is like we're having multiple shootings. How can you stop? This man is in broad daylight shooting up the block. You can see his face directly, and you have what do they say? People, someone who's not scared as to be a witness to come up and say, "Hey, that person did it." Now you tell me it's dismissed. What is going on here? I was totally baffled. So yes, I did say at that moment, "Hey, please refile the case," because I'm still lost for words because I didn't understand why was it dismissed.
Did they give you any reason why, or they just was like, "Talk, holler at your lawyer"?
No, he said this dismissed, but we can refile it if you want it. I said, okay, yes, because I don't know why would it be dismissed. And he just looked at me and he wrote down. He said, "I'll get right on it." So I said, "All right, fine." I mean, I don't know how to talk. I've never been in a situation like this, so I don't know the right words. I don't want to be irate in a courthouse. Like, I don't want to be acting like I'm a fool or something in the courthouse. Like, so I'm going to contact any legal counseling that I have to tell them what's going on here.
Yeah,
that's what I did. And my lawyer said,
"Go ahead."
Yeah. My lawyer did speak to the ADA, and I even got text from the ADA saying, "Yeah, we're going to check into this." I'm like, this is going on since 2023, and here we are, and I'm still have the email saying like, "Hey, what's going on with this case? Like, what is the problem?" I'm baffled. I can't understand.
Baffled is a very, very accurate statement, because what we have here is someone that is willing to say, this person walked up to me, got out the car, walked up to me and tried to murder me.
Exactly. Open firing on not just me. It was multiple people sitting with me. You could see the young gentleman running from the scene. You could see him getting off the ledge running. Like I doubt. I'm sorry to say, it's plenty of bystanders that get shot in Philadelphia as well. People who has nothing to do with it as well. And I don't think this man was John Wick, because he could have shot me right then and there. So who knows who could have been shot out there? And I'm not good. And let's be honest, I'm not good at shooting. I haven't taken none of your courses or anything like that. But I was in, trying to protect my life, and firing back. And this is just crazy. It was just crazy. It's just crazy.
What do you think? What do you think if you had to take a wild guess, bro? Like, if you had to take a wild guess, what do you think your reason is for a district attorney or district attorney's office to say, we're not going to prosecute this person for whatever reason? Like, if you could try to think of a reason, what do you think? Like, just pulling out the absolute thin air. What do you think a reason?
But I'm thinking, what, money? Did someone pay money? Because we're in, like I said, my thing is, this is Philadelphia. Every day on Citizen App, it's like multiple guns shooting. You see the mayor get on TV talking about the shootings and stuff like this. So how can we drop any type of shooting in broad daylight on a school day, in the middle of a neighborhood, let alone any shooting anywhere? You get what I'm saying? So I can't tell you why we even do that. Like, who would,
Let me take in some of these now. I'll put up with some of these. What do you think about this question right here? Brick Squared says, Maj, if this crime happened in a white neighborhood, would the case have been dismissed? I want to hear everybody in the chat. I want to ask you first, Quinn, what's your perspective on that? If we lived in Rittenhouse Square downtown.
Definitely not. No, they'd have been prosecuted to the full extent. Sorry, I apologize that I don't know these, court proceeding words. I'm not, good with a lot of words and stuff. But what I can do is express my feelings. Hell no, no. You know that man would have been prosecuted. I'd be afraid if I fired back, I'd probably be going on trial, getting in trouble along with the man who did the shooting. If I defend him, no, definitely.
Yo, everybody, smash that like button, hit the like. Let's boost the signal. If you guys got questions, jump them in there too. We appreciate all of the super chats that we get. Let's see if we can get 10 folks to donate $10. That will help a lot. Isaac Pitt said, bro, he said, nah, he would have been sitting in jail waiting for that court date.
Exactly. And the video's on YouTube. The YouTube is on YouTube now. I'm just trying to get the people behind this. And this is crazy because we have actually a person who fired and, attempted murder in broad day. Next time, it could be your family member. It could be your nephew, your niece, your aunt, uncle. Who knows what would set this man off again if he's out here in broad daylight shooting and then got off?
Bro, let's shoot him. You want me to shoot him? No, I'm messing with you, bro.
But it's crazy. You get what I'm saying? This is a man broad day shooting with no remorse and just got off and then his case is dismissed with a witness.
All right, so let's go back. I want to ask you this, and I somewhat know this answer. If you want to answer it, you can, bro. Okay. Right? Let's go. A few days ago, I posted something about women starting wars unintentionally.
Right.
Young lady in here that has started wars and then disappeared from social media. Where's she at? This young lady here, what's her name? Let me find this. Carmen Sweetheart. Carmen Sweetheart starts wars all of the time and then disappears off of social media. Who knows? But guys, I want to ask you something, bro. Why? Because he's the brother of a young lady that we'll say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
What was the drama that she had to have some involvement with for her brother to come and try to murder you? If you can talk about that. I mean, let's say this is all alleged and this is speculative. We'll say it that way. Just
say that my family had to remove this woman from around me.
Okay. I understand. Listen, bro, as someone that, has been falsely accused of rape, as someone that treads very, very lightly, I 1000% know that this could be something that's very like a touchy situation.
Right.
How are you feeling after this? Like not just the almost low key spit in the face of saying, yeah, it's cool. He tried to kill you, but we're not going to pursue it, even though you're a willing person, willing to stand up and say, no, that's not right. Not just for myself and for others. Not just that, but how did you feel during the shooting? The fact that hey, I'm alive, everybody's good, nobody's hit. Take us back to that moment.
I was nervous. This is not no movie. This is not, you can talk all the stuff you want in the world until you're actually being fired at. You get what I'm saying? And let's not forget that this man pulled up. He jumped out of a car, and when I looked, if he was good, he could have got out and started fighting. He could have had me right then and then, And then I got up and started running, like you could feel the adrenaline, like I was rushed, and it was weird. It was really weird. It was a weird feeling, something I haven't felt maybe ever. Ever.
What you're talking about is. So we do scenario-based training as well, too. Well, I go to different scenario-based training as well. What you're talking about is dopamine, adrenaline,
right.
And all of those different things that happen, right? You know how like they tell the story about like a woman seeing their child under a car.
Right.
She gets enough adrenaline to and train. Go ahead.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. In nursing, it's like fight or flight.
Yeah.
Right. So I had that. I experienced that, and it was crazy. It was crazy, It took a minute even just to calm down to to realize what just happened here.
Right. Do you think that other people in the community are upset that this happened? Real quick, King Moss 87 asks, is Pennsylvania a duty to retreat state? No. Pennsylvania is a stand your ground state. Fun fact, stand your ground, African American people use stand your ground as a defense and do not go to jail as a self-defense more than any other ethnic group in America. Years back, they tried to package it as if George Zimmerman used stand your ground as a defense, and he did not, to try to convince Brit of stand your ground states. And Pennsylvania is a stand your ground state. It's a retreat. Our state to the left of us, New Jersey, is a duty to retreat state. What are the people in the community? What were they feeling? And have you told them that they're not going to press the charges? And what are they saying about that?
Yeah, the people are pissed. They want to know what's going on. They gave statements. Some people gave license plates. Some people, these are older folks who live around this neighborhood, and they helped me give the officer, the police, the footage, the license plate. Of course, I didn't know the license plates because I was too busy being shot out. But these people, and women was involved. Like this was crazy. It was in broad daylight. Said like to say any type of shooting day or night is good, but this is in broad daylight on a Tuesday or a Monday. Yeah. You understand? And you're opening firing on a neighborhood block? No, man, no.
What do you think you could have done differently? And do you recognize some things that potentially saved your life in this scenario? Let's start with that one first. What do you think you did that potentially saved your life in that scenario?
Run. I recognize my intentions, my surroundings. One thing is, brought in North Philadelphia. I mean, it has its good and bad reasons, but the good reasons of that is, like, I know I'll always watch my surroundings. You have to watch your surroundings. You get what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunately that you do, and I did. And if I could have been just talking to my friend and never paid that car any mind, and the man could have just got up and shot everyone there, and I could have been dead, I could have been dead. But as I got up and recognized him and started running, as I'm running, he was shooting right behind. So he's shooting cars up and right behind me and whatnot until I got to a safe place. And you know me, I'm an asthmatic, so I couldn't run too far before. It's not funny, but I needed. This. I'm a severe asthmatic. I needed to get cover before I go down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is just true statement. I had to get down and
I can see. Listen, I promise y'all, Solutionaries, this is my brother. I am not being funny, but since we were little, Quinn run around with this damn asthma pump. Yes. So now my mind is going, you gun in your hand, saving your own life, running away, pumping the asthma pump.
Well, I didn't, it could have been like that, but I guess of the adrenaline, I didn't need it. But the fact of afterwards, after everything calmed down, now I need a treatment. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely, it's the uproar of the community, and we thought this was.
What do you? Go ahead.
We thought this was solid. Why wouldn't you think this not be, solid? We got somebody off. We would think you would get somebody off the streets that easy with this. We have the video, you have the statement, and you have the witness who's firing upon, and you can identify the man in the video. You don't even need me to identify the man. You can identify the man in the video, let alone with me saying, hey, yeah, he did fire upon me in my home and everything.
That actually happens. That's when sometimes when witnesses do not cooperate, the state picks up the charges. The state goes, we don't need an outside witness. We're gonna jury trial it, and we're gonna run it at him because we got this, we got the weapon, we got this, we got that. This person's known, we got the history, we got the video. A lot of times, sometimes people think they can intimidate a witness, and a witness doesn't show up, and the state goes, nah, I think we can go without a witness, right? Sometimes this works in the state's favor, in the district attorney, and sometimes some people say, I'm not going to testify. This is what we saw with, what's his name? Tory Lanez. All of the information was there.
Right.
The girl got prosecutorial immunity, meaning the side, I forget Megan's homegirl. She got prosecutorial immunity. Tory Lanez's team thought, okay, we don't even have to have him take the stand because Tory didn't want to look like, oh, I snitched on Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. And the state, because he did not tell his part of the story, that worked in opposite of his favor. So that can go either way. Sometimes the state does pick up the charges. Bookworm says, now imagine these same politicians that let the criminals go want to disarm you. So did they take your firearm and/or your license from you?
Yeah, at this time, yes.
Did you get it back?
No, not yet. No.
Did they remove your license to carry?
Yes, the car. Yes, they do have that as well.
So you now technically, because you defended your life, let me see if I'm hearing this right. Because you defended your life when someone who was trying to kill you, you now do not have a license to carry?
I believe so. I believe so. Of course, like I said, I don't know how all the law works, whatever, and I do have a lawyer. But yeah, right now I don't have that card.
How is this making you feel emotionally? Like, this is a lot to process, and me and you are friends, so we can make light of it. But this is something that you've lived with for over a year.
Distraught, nervous. You could never look at a car or anything in the same anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, tinted window cars and stuff like. I can't look at those. I don't look at those the same. I'm always looking like, who's this? Who's that pulling up? You know, you people, driving slow. You see the news about shootings all the time, and now that you've been a part of one of those, someone is jumping out of a car and just shooting you. Now it's like, who can you trust? It's like that door is open. Like I don't trust any car coming up the block slowly, dark tinted or anything, or even in daytime, day tinted. Who is this? It's definitely disturbing.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something real, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, and you didn't ask me to do this, and I'm gonna do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this part first, and this is the veggies, and then we'll get to the dessert, bro. A few things. One, that is a certain level of trauma. The reason why we go to the gym and we train in scenario training is to make sure that our level of understanding is an adaptive to the trauma that happens in scenarios. So we just become adapted to it, right? And it's not as much adrenaline and dopamine. But you experience something that generates a PTSD. Now, I've been shot at in real life 3 times. So now everything's just kind of like, okay, there's the dude. He's going to try this. Let's clear the garment. Let's get busy, right? But you just had on-the-job training, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
And that's just what it is. But that's a mental thing that we really got to kind of come to grips with, as well as this is the veggie part, bro. The veggies are good for us, but they may not be the most delicious to taste or hear.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to rumble this. If what it sounds like, you're going to have to rumble this, and it's going to cost you a lot of money to fight something like this, because now you got to refile, and there's nothing saying that they can't just dismiss the case again, right? And if they got a hidden reason for why they dismissing this case, they will, which means you're going to have to fight to get it up, and that's going to cost a lot of legal fees, bro, and we ain't all got $10 million sitting around. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I just want, I'm going to do this. I'm going to set up a Give, Send, Go page for you. I know you're not asking me for that. This is, fundraising and giving away over $700,000 to do this work. I think that's in alignment with the type of thing that we need to expend resources for, because like Bookworm said, the person that defended life is now the person that is get their license to carry taken, get their firearm taken, dealing with this situation, and the bad guys actually floating around. And now they snatch the case away and say, we're going to dismiss it. So 2 things. One, I'm going to make a Give, Send, Go page. But if you're comfortable, can you tell people, if you got a Cash App, can you tell folks, and I want somebody to type it up here. This is my friend. He did not ask me to do this. We're not running a game or a scheme on y'all. But I just know that legal cases take some energy, resources, and time. So if you feel comfortable, give the people your Cash App. And if anybody is compelled, if y'all was going to donate to a super chat tonight or donate to Black Guns Matter, put that towards our brother here, Quinn, because are you going to see this through and keep pushing until you get a definite, it's the end of the road, or are you just kind of like over it?
No, I've been pushing this. I have the emails. I've been emailing the district attorney. What's the victims? When I guess you've been assaulted, someone from the city, like a victim line, they email you telling you need to, do something. I've been emailing this lady. She's been emailing the ADA. I'm like, hey, this guy is like, what's up with the refile? What's up with the refile? I've been doing this. Like, it's crazy. This is real crazy. This is why murders and stuff are not getting solved in Philadelphia? Like, this is why people are in? Because we're talking about, you barely even get someone to be a witness or report a shooting. And then when you do, you're dismissing it. I don't know what else to say. Like the video is there. Like I had to put it on YouTube so people can see. Like you could be next to this man, and who knows? He could be out right in the Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, he's just firing. And you're like, and now your family's taken out. How many times do we have to see kids being shot, or bystanders, elderly people just being shot for no reason? It's ridiculous of the murder rate, how it goes on. And here I am being almost a part of that murder rate. And then I report, I do what the law says, I goes and I show up the court and they dismiss. What's going on? Is this some type of, he's have some type of secret, association with these people? And then what, we're just gonna, decide we're gonna let you go,
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Maybe not for a shooting, but I need to know what magic door he know. Because can we get an IRS tax magic door? Can we get you know what I'm saying? It's to your point, it's extremely baffling. I don't even understand it. What is your Cash App? And I want somebody to type it so we can put that up on the.
It's actually
and also
Quinn Savells. Okay, Quinn should something. Match.
Everybody here?
Okay, all right. We stalled for a minute, but we're
Super Weapon says on an issue by way of local national media if he hasn't already. I'm gonna try to work, bro. Like making sure that we reaching you out to people that could talk about this a little bit more. What's your Cash App? And somebody, when he says it, I want somebody to type it so it can be up on the wall.
Okay, it's Quinn Savells. QUINNSIVELS.
So it's $ Quinn Savells. All right, somebody type that. Somebody type that in the chat, and I want to throw that up on the screen. So everybody, just go donate, guys. If it's $10, $20, somebody in here to see this going a baller, throw $100, throw $1,000, throw whatever. I'm actively going to be involved in this situation. I went to court with Quinn a few days ago for something else that he was helping me out with. But I think that it's important that we talk about this. This advocacy component isn't just training people to be able to defend themselves. That's one part of it. But another part is, hey, we got these laws on the books for a reason. And when there's actually a victim, when there's actually crime, people should actually be trying to make sure that this happens away. So also, bro, this does mean that you're going to come take some classes though, right?
Definitely. I need to take classes. Yes, definitely. I was in there shaking like I just got out the freezer. You don't expect this. You really don't expect this. You don't. I mean, like I said, I'm a single father. I have daughters here myself. I got two girls that live with me. You know what I mean? And I've been doing nursing since 2005. I love nursing. Nursing, even the hospice. Like, this is what I do. And now to find out that, I'm being fired upon, this is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Listen, guys, matter of fact, I'm going to type it. Dollars. I'm going to do it myself. Where the dollars? There you go. $ QUINNSIVELS.
I like to urge people.
All right, so listen, solutionaries.
And repost. Everybody,
this is the Cash App. If we can raise $20,000, $30,000, whatever, we'll make it happen. You keep it a buck with you, bro. Legal shit like this, and I'll plug you with some of the attorneys that I know. There's some good guys over at Firearms Policy Coalition. There's a good brother that I know of. Me and OT the Real have the same a lawyer friend in common. And I'll make sure I plug you with some of the folks. But I just think that this is something that the community needs to rally behind. And listen, I'm going to be clear. This happens, like you said, there's shootings all of the time in Philly. The question just becomes, how many of those people just don't have access to somebody like me that's like, yo, we got to get live. We got to talk about this. How many people have they done this to before? Just oh yeah, we just dismissed the case.
Right.
Like these are things that, you know what I mean? Like this one happens to be discussed, but a lot of them are not. So any final words that you want to share with folks? And again, solutionaries, make sure we're going to save this live. If you was going to donate towards our super chat, send that to my brother here, Quinn. We're going to continue this message. I will be letting y'all know when we have the Give, Send, Go page up and running where everybody it can be nice and transparent because y'all know that's how we do things. But is there anything that you want to talk to the people as we wrap up and get out of here?
Yes. Be aware of your surroundings. Please be safe. If you can help, take a look at the video, repost the video. We're talking about somebody who's out here who's just shot up a neighborhood and walking around freely and dismissed and knowing that he had witness against him. Can you imagine with the mindset of something like that? You know, the arrogance might be behind that. You know, you just shot up a neighborhood. He didn't just shoot one thing. He shot up a neighborhood block on plain video. It's video.
Yeah.
So what I need, if anybody who's watching this, is to take a look at this video and repost and let family know, people know, like this is what's going on, and keep reposting and try to get justice. This is mad. It's mad.
Bro, where is the where can folks find that video at?
On YouTube, Philly. It's called. Let me take a look.
Tell me what it is, and I'm gonna type it right here too. YouTube.
Okay, Philly Shooter. DA has everything.
So youtube.com/Philly Shooter.
Yes.
All right.
DA has everything to process. Does another child or elderly have to die for justice?
Okay. I want y'all to share this video all over the place. Where can people follow you to stay abreast on this case and stuff like that on social media?
I'm on Facebook as my name, Quinn Savells. I don't have my name. Also on just for Facebook. It's mostly my name. That's where I will mostly post this stuff at.
All right, cool. Everybody go over to Facebook. Make sure you follow our brother. Make sure y'all stay abreast. As soon as I get the Give, Send, Go page up and running, we're going to push and promote that. We're going to make sure that we're sharing this particular live all over the place.
Right.
Thank you for opening up, bro, and really, really talking about this because it does need to be highlighted. I'm going to send this over to some of my Second Amendment and media folks to try to make sure that they're active and abreast on it so we can put it in front of bigger platforms. I'll make sure that I get that Give, Send, Go page up and running beforehand because people, bro, if you're going to rumble, it's going to be a couple dollars. And so we want to make sure that the communities, if everybody just pitches in a little bit, we can get it done. So thank you, my brother, for really, really. Big D Rob says, they purposely let these criminals out so the government can play hero, which they never will. 100%. Wow. And I want to thank you again, my brother. Go ahead. What you was about to say?
I'm what the person posed. It's like, wow, like you don't realize something until you're in it, and then once you're in it, it's like, wow, is this how things go? Because I can imagine how many more criminals or people out who just roaming the streets and like it's just wow. So
yeah,
like I said, I'm just totally baffled. And any help that anyone can help me with, and connect me with to keep this going and try to get justice for me, then I highly really appreciate it. And thank you, bro, for having me on the show to express this and let people know what's going on. This person's right next to you, and you don't even know it. Like this is mad. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then once y'all see the video, you're like, yeah, how the hell did he get away with this? Like, what the hell?
Yo, when you told me, and I had already seen a video when it happened, right? But when you told me, it was like, yeah, they dismissed it. I was like, wait, what you mean? That's not the right language. He's like, I thought you was like. And when you was like, no, they dismissed the charges against him, the shooter, I was like really bugged out. So we got to make sure that we highlighting this. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. Bro, I'm going to send you all of the links, even the online classes, bro. Tomorrow night, everybody, Understanding Imminent Threat. Everybody should be signed up for this online course. What saved his life was something that we go over in every Understanding Imminent Threat course, which is called situational awareness. Your situational awareness will save your life. And our brother Quinn here is a living example of that. We have a class tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. We want everybody to tap in. Go over to solutionaryuniversity.org. Sign up for the class. And if you're watching this on Twitter or X, if you're watching this on Rumble, wherever you're watching this, YouTube, whatever, if you cannot afford the class at $20, the online class is $20. All you have to do is DM me on whatever platform here, send a message, comment. I will message you, and I will make sure you get in that class for free tomorrow. Understanding imminent threat, situational awareness, your OODA loop, these things are very, very important. This is a living example of why these things are important. And our understanding of situational awareness comes from our trauma because of where we live. That's just what it is. Exactly. You know, and so I will see you all tomorrow night. Bro, I'm gonna hit your phone right after this. Thank you for sharing, and I'm gonna talk to y'all in a little bit.
Appreciate you, everyone. Everyone have a safe, blessed day. Thank you.
Peace.